pulled up at Bowman's Park. We're going to crash here for the night, so it's a pretty good free camp actually. There's big open space. There's a park or an oval down the bottom, and there's a kids park here. So I'll spin around and I'll show you. This is a good little free camp. I think it's a donation if you like, but we've got the pick of the bunch here. We've got our own little space or courtyard if you want to use it, and a little fire pit. So, and just through here is the Bowman Park nature place. So this is right next to the back of our caravan. So it's grass for the kids. Someone's put a lot of time and effort into this, and there's an old homestead wreck up there, bit of ruins. But this is very cool. Come up here, kids had a good play already. It's like a praying mantis thing that kids can climb all over.
Come on, Alex. You made it. Down the side? Ah.
That can be. There's also a sand pit. Where?
Over there.
Way over there.
Go, Alex.
Way over where? I'm good up in the
Guess who's in the driver's seat? And she picked her song.
This is way too stressful to do it for more than 5 minutes.
We picked the straightest road for her to give it a go. I reckon it's really important you give it a go though. So this is the road coming into Kimba. Not quite Nullabor, but at least we're giving it a go early, and then you can have another crack later. Alright, we've just made it across to Kimba, which is the halfway point across Australia. So it's a really nice drive. It was quite undulating, straight in a lot of patches, but it gave us a good look of the different landscapes as we drive along. Bit of a shame we had Alex having a tizzy for most of the drive actually. So it was a bit of a challenge, but that's what you do when you've got kids. Try and entertain them as best you can in the car. So it was only 2.5 hours from Crystal Brook where we were earlier. But I'll spin around. And there's the shine. So the history of Kimba.
Can I say hello?
And the map.
Say hello.
Alright, we've just pulled up in Kimba near the silo art, out of all things. You can see behind me. We're just topping up water, so there's good free water here, and you can fill up all your tanks and stuff like that. So I think it's town water, I'm not sure. Either way, we've got a couple of filters on anyway, and you hit the road again. So we're going to grab some lunch and stuff in Kimba. There's a bakery, a roadhouse, and we'll get all sorted, and then we'll make our way towards Palubi tomorrow. So if you ever need water and stuff like that, yeah, Kimba's a good spot.
This big burn sand's 8 metres tall and is one of Australia's big icons. It was made in 1993 by the Venning family.
Oh, what's the icon?
Icon is like something really big.
And Mum, what's the Venning family?
And it's next to the halfway across Australia tourist shop.
And Mum?
Made out of steel, chicken wire, fiberglass. It took 18 months to complete.
Alright, we've just set up at Kimba Recreation Oval. It's a good spot. There's plenty of space and you drive through parks, and there's a few other campers here too, so it's a good little free camp halfway along Australia at Kimba. Boys, check it out. Just having some quiet time. They're a bit knackered after being in the car for a couple of hours. We don't usually let them have some iPad and stuff during the drives, but they can have it after today's drive. So there's lots of stuff. I'll walk you around in a sec because it's a bit windy, and I'll show you around.
Okay, so we've just pulled up to the Kimba silo art again. We've been here a few times in the last 24 hours, but they have a very handy hose tap, and so we're just filling up with some free water before we get to Palubi Beach this afternoon. Beautiful backdrop there. The silo is really lovely at night time when they shine some floodlights on it. We have heard that Streaky Bay you have to pay for water, so even though we're stopping there for lunch today before we get to Palubi Beach, we thought we will fill up water here so we don't have to pay for it. So the granite formed when molten magma from deep below the Earth's surface cooled and crystallized 1,600 million years ago. Wow. I think what they're saying is we only see this much. All of this is underground.
But what is all underground?
And check out this, boys. Turtle rock pops up out of the ground, but it's still connected. How cool is that?
Yeah.
Oh, so what do you want to do?
Not a bad morning for a hike, is it? Alright, I'll spin around. So this morning we're a bit slow getting out of bed. I was hoping to get here a bit earlier, but it's about 10 o'clock, Liz, is that right? And we've come out to Mount Wudinna. And we're going to give it a go climbing with the boys. So it's about 1.2 k's from the car park. We were able to get in the into the van into the car park, so there's plenty of parking. I think there's only one other car here, which is great. And yeah, so we're giving it a go. We're trying to walk. There's a couple of trails you can do, different hikes, but we just checked out the sign, and obviously a lot of it's been eroded away over years, the dirt around it, and it's exposed more of the rock. So there's another part, Turtle Rock, which is maybe 500 metres away. It's actually connected to Mount Wudinna itself, so it just goes to show how big this rock is and how much it goes underground. So we'll see if we can get all the way to the top, particularly with that, getting one of the boys to stack. So let's show you around. What you can, mate?
Long time to get there.
Yeah. So as you make your way up the, it's called the flared slope. It's a little bit steep, but it's open, and the kids are loving it. It's a bit windy, sorry about the audio. It'll give you a cracking view. I'll spin the camera around when we get to the top. Harrison's loving it. He thinks he's a billy goat. And little Alex, like a trooper.
What does that mean?
So Alex is only 3, and he's able to do it, so you can bring the young kids here. Yeah, Sammy's powering along. And poor mummy and daddy are a bit puffed.
Me too. I'm puffed. I can't get one up. There's no gravity up here.
Alright, we made it to the top of Mount Wudinna. We're all a bit puffed.
South Australia.
How did Alex go? You okay? Was that good? Alex did it in thongs, so anyone can do it. Harrison ploughed up. It's a bit windy, sorry about the audio, but it's a specky view. I might put up the drone and show you guys around. Just want to catch my breath. Who's thirsty? Yeah. Alright, we're just trekking back down to the car now. We didn't do all the hikes. We pretty much went out to the top and the kids are pooped now, so still don't know how to say it properly, whether it's Wudinna. Google struggled typing it in here, so I don't know what it is actually called, but I just thought I should quickly show you. There's actually camp sort of facilities or barbecue table and chair. And it tells you a bit about the history of the place here too, so all about the granite rock, how old it is.
What's that?
That's about the natural sculpture.
Sculpture?
Yeah, I'm not sure if that one's about
Boogaloo?
Mount Turtle or not. It's also got this cool little thing, how they used to catch the water years ago. So there's a bit of a runoff wall at the base of the mountain that catches all the water and funnels it down into this drain and collects the water there. So that's pretty cool as well, just using natural resources. Yes, mate?
What's this for?
Well, it just shows you what you can make out of granite and sculptures. So granite's a really hard stone, so a lot of people use it in their kitchens these days. Yeah.
Is that granite?
Nah, that's the old concrete wall. But it's a great little facility. Make the trek out here. It's not too much of a burn out here. It's 15 minutes from Wudinna really, so you can't go too wrong. And yeah, I just don't, there's camping somewhere around here, but I just don't, there's no camping at the base of the mountain. So yeah, if you're looking to trek out here, definitely worth the journey from if you're passing through Kimba and Wudinna.